Hello. Happy Sunday to everyone. Shauna Marie Fisher here for my weekly Facebook Live. I'm going to give it a minute for everybody to come on. So just give me a moment here because I like to pull up on my phone to see who's here. And it's not wanting me to do that right now. So let me give it a minute, right? So let's see here. Sometimes it takes a minute to update. It's like, let me catch up. So it caught up with me. Yay. So now I can see on my phone and on my computer screen. So that way I can say hi to all of you lovely people that hop on. So hello, Lee, and hello, Bernadette, because I'm sure Bernadette is there with you. I hope you guys are doing well. So, see, I'm going to give everybody a minute to come on. And hey, Michelle, good to see you. I hope that you and Miss Kaya are doing well. Good to see you. Dun, 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 dun. So I know, give it a minute here. And the weather's so weird here today. It's like fall, but it's like summer / fall, kind of like creeped in all together. But it was a beautiful day today, which that is nice. I like it. So that is a good thing. So anyway, and I didn't know what to wear today, so I wore long sleeves, but I didn't need to wear long sleeves. But good things my sleeves pull up, so yay for that, right? And then, hey, friend, hey, Lee, let's see here. Oh, no, I hope you get some good rest, Lee. I'm glad that Bernadette's good. And hey, Shiva, good to see you. But I think your name is different. I think that's just a pseudo Facebook name, because I think your name is different than Shiva, if I remember right. And I should know this because I connected with you this week and I loved connecting with you. It was great. I loved it. So let's see here. And hey, Emmy, I hope that you and Phoenix are doing well. Good to see you. And hey, Cindy, good to see you. It's been a while. Hello. And hey, Bonnie, good to see you. It's been a while too. Good to see you. So let's see here. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. And hey, Erica, good to see you. Let's see here. He said, can I get a message from my cats, Buddy, Ruben, and Foster? So it's so interesting. So right as I read your comment, Erica, they're showing me hip hop, hippity hop. I want to hippity hop. I want to play and slink down. And I'm like, which one is it? It's nope. And it's hey, Lacey, good to see you. So what I get is it's they're tricking me because it's Ruben's oh, it's me, and then Foster, it's me. They're showing me I want to slink down, and there's this really cool little toy that I want to play with, and it's making me think of kind of a lizard or a lizard or chameleon or something like that I want to play with. So there is that. So anyway, so yeah, so they're play, and Buddy's cuddle, and the other two are they're kind of reversing play. So there's that. So my goodness, I love them. So, and Lacey, happy birthday to your dog. Oh my goodness, how old is your dog and what's your dog's name? Happy birthday to your fur baby. And hey, Lisa, good to see you, friend. I hope that you and Charlie and Winnie are good. And oh my gosh, I think I inadvertently missed a message from you too. So thank you for always sharing about what I do. I appreciate you so much. So thank you for that. And let's see here. Oh, Bailey is 4. So happy birthday, Bailey. Happy birthday, Bailey. Happy birthday, Bailey. So there's that. That's my little that's my little singing, right? It's fabulous, right? Fabulous. And let's see here. And then Erica says, thank you. Yes, Buddy's my cuddle man. He's yes. I want to cuddle. And Ruben and Foster are showing me I want a new kind of slinky racy toy that I can play with on the ground that goes zoom. I want to do that. So there's that. Oh, good to hear, Lisa. That is fabulous. Let's see here. And Michelle, I get a yes from that. You said, why did Kaya sleep in my bed with me for a week? Did she know I was sick? Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. She said that I knew that you weren't feeling well, and she's like, okay, well, I'll just come in here. This is different for me, but I'll just come in here and give you some extra love and do that, and that's what I'm going to do, and that I'm really happy to help you with that. But she's like, okay, let's get to it now. She's like, let's get to it. She's like, let's get to it now. And she's showing me pink. I want more pink things. I love pink. I love lavender. Pink, pink, pink. Lavender, pink, pink, pink. Lavender, lavender. Pink, pink, pink. So there's that. And hey, Chantel, good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. Let's see here. And then Lacey, I love this. Lacey says, we will go out and get her a dog cake and sing her happy birthday. I love that, Lacey. That's so fun. And what's cool is there's so many places that have so many cool, like, dog birthday cakes and things like that. It's so fun. I love that you're going to do that. That is fabulous. So fun for that. I love it. So, and I'm sure that Bailey will probably even love it more than me. So that is fabulous. So yay for Bailey. So there is that. So yes, I'm sure she'll get lots of good stuff. And she's showing me, like, she's like, don't forget the meat. She's like, give me a meaty thing. Give me a meaty thing. So I don't know if you can get like a hamburger patty or something like that. That's what Bailey's showing me. So there's that. So and hey, Marianne, good to see you here. Yeah, and so what I'm doing is little mini animal communication readings, Marianne. So if you have a question like that, feel free to type it in. Let's see here. Michelle, you're so welcome. And you said you do have a pink mouse for her. I love that. It's awesome. Let's see here. And Cindy, do you have any messages for me from my fur babies, Molly Dog and Max? What they're showing me is right now they really want you to feel into their love and really feel their love and be like surrounded with our love is what they're showing me. They're like surrounded with our love and like feel it like bouncing in and out of you, and it's like helping to give you like to fill in any empty gaps or any empty spaces. They say just to like feel our love, but it's giving you comfort. It's giving you comfort. It's giving you comfort, and to really feel into that is what they say. So there's that. And hey, Kathy, good to see you. I remember you from Lee, right? That's how we connected, was from Lee. So I hope you're having a great evening too. Good to see you. And hey, Elsie, good to see you. And yes, Lacey, I can connect with animals that have passed. That is one of my superpowers too. So yes, I can do that. Yes. Okay, cool. Kathy says yes. That's where I thought I remembered you from. So I love it. And then Emmy says, a friend died. Oh, Emmy, so much love. I had a bond with her dog, Jasper. I'm going to my friend's celebration of life. I don't know if Jasper will be there. Would he want to see me? I can ask to see him privately. I get that that Jasper would want to see you, that like you're going to help me to like feel that connection still like with my person, and that you're going to help to like ask the questions to be like, okay, like just to reassure me of like where I'm going to go and where I'm going to be now if I'm there. So definitely I want to see you. So much love to you and your friends, family, and then to Jasper too, because I know that's so hard, right? So because animals grieve like we do, right? They feel that grief as well. So yeah. So much love with that. And let's see here. And do. All right. So, oh, cool, Lisa. Lisa says that Charles has been super cuddly lately. I love that. Oh, and then Bonnie has a new goat she named Ruth. I love that. So let's see here. So Bonnie says we took in a new goat. Her name is Ruth. Struggling with struggling with some behavior issues. Tried introducing her to the other goats, and she gored Dexter, our sheep, pretty bad. So keeping her separate from others. Can you tune into her issues? So what she's showing me before is like, I'm not like really used to being like in a herd, and I don't know what it's like to be in a herd, and I need help to like acclimate and like how am I going to deal with this and that, and how am I going to really like how am I going to like get this all figured out, get this all locked in and all of that stuff. Like, how am I going to do that? Like, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? So just keeping me separate and maybe introducing me to like one at a time, like the gentle leader one. Like, so then it's like, okay, cool. I know I'm going to be in this pack now, and just assure me with that, and definitely keep me separate for a while as I acclimate. And my issues are just like I was forced into things before, so just be like gentle and slow and steady with me is what's going to really help. Is like the more gentle, the more slow, the more steady is what's going to help me, because the more you push with me, then that's like what kind of helps me to kind of like get aggravated is what I get. So so hopefully that helps Bonnie, and at least this little goat named Ruth is in the right spot, because she's with people that are going to help her and, you know, understand her needs and be open to like tuning into that. So so that's really great that she's with you. So there's that. So let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. And hey, Kathy, good to see you. Let's see here. And let's see here. Hold on. I'm just going to check over here really quick, because I always like to check here to see, make sure I'm not missing anything. So let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. And I'm not missing anything. See, look at that. I'm just like, I am such a random talker, but that's one of my superpowers. It is. And I'm going to claim it and own it and just go with it. So let's see here. And Cindy says, thank you, Shauna. I so miss my fur babies, and I do feel them around me all the time. Yeah, feel them and know that they are around us. Like, it's just that different connection. And when we like really just, you know, close our eyes and put our hands on our heart and just like really tap into that and breathe into that. As I close my eyes right now, you can just bump, 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 bump. You can feel their presence. And connect with that. So there's that. So there we go. Oh, I hope you have a good night too, Shiva. So good to see you. Much love to you and Akeo. So good to see you. And hey, Linda, good to see you. It's been a while. Let's see here. Okay, Emmy says, they say Jasper is happy in his new home. I talked to him and can confirm that. Okay, perfect. He also has melancholy when he thinks about his mom. I'll ask if I can see him. He's my best connection to my friend. Yeah, I would definitely ask, and maybe, you know, they might be open to like if you could watch him, like if they need somebody to watch him if they go out of town or something like that. So that might be like a cool way to connect, or like maybe if they need somebody to like take him for a walk, maybe you could just mention like, hey, I would love to, you know, connect with Jasper every once in a while. That would be a cool thing. So there's that. Ooh, and Kathy, thank you for bringing this up. Kathy says, yes. So I definitely am going to jump back up to all the questions. So thanks for your patience here. Kathy says, I'd like to book a reading with you. How do I do that? So Kathy, here is the link right here. So this is the link to my link tree. So it has all my details on booking an appointment and my email list and all that like good stuff. All that goodness is like right there. And then also too, people are like, oh, hey, I see there's like a PayPal love offering. If they're like, you know what? Like Shauna really gave me some cool insight tonight, and I want to leave like a little love offering. You're more than welcome to do that. It's not required, but there is that on there. So let's see here. And all thank you, Kathy. And then you're so welcome, Kathy. And then Emmy says, what a good idea. Yeah, and you know, it can't hurt to ask, because you never know. They might say yes there. And then, hey, Marie, good to see you. I've been sending lots of love your way, my friend. So, and hey, Annette, good to see you. I love all you guys popping in here. And I'm going to jump here. Michelle says, let's see here. Michelle says, how was your conference? It was awesome, Michelle. It was so cool. So yesterday it was so awesome. I'll share some pictures and things I got to speak on stage for my first time yesterday for this amazing summit that this amazing woman, Stacy, put together. Is awesome. It's called the Daydream Summit, and I know she's going to do more of them. And I got to be like in the inaugural round and be amongst these like great group of speakers, like people that I just like, just so amazing. And I feel so honored that I got to be a part of that. So this was my first time on stage in front of like, I think there's like about 55 people or so there. And it was just a really cool group of people. And I have to say, like, I was nervous when I first got on stage, like me, who's never had a lack for words. I kind of like was like, oh, and then I got in the flow with it, and it was just really cool. And it was really fun. And I'm excited to like go on more stages and share more and do all that. And I'm so happy that my friend Stacy, saw the potential in me and saw me for who I am and helped me like kind of achieve that first part of my dream of being on a stage. So now it's like I'm, to help prepare me for being on other stages and just to be a part of that like connection. It was just, oh my gosh, it was such a powerful, amazing day. So I'll make sure to share pictures on not just my personal page, but on my business page too. So it was just, it was so inspiring. It was so cool. So yeah, so I had a friend capture some cool stuff for me. So I'll make sure to share that, in the days to come. So yeah, so thank you for remembering, Michelle. I love that. And hey, April, good to see you, April. Let's see here. All right, so I'm just going to jump back up to the question. So thank you. A little side detour. If you guys have listened to me before, like that the squirrel is my superpower, that I'm like, choo, choo, choo. Like I jump here, I jump there, and I just do it. And that's just part of who I am. And I used to like try to change that because people are like, oh, like you have to stay focused and this and that. But you know what? That's just not me. Like I stay focused in the way that I stay focused, and I embrace being connected with the squirrel as my superpower. So there's that. The being in the squirrel energy. So there's that. If my friend Mickey was listening right now, she'd be like, yeah. So there's that. So Okay, so Kathy says, yeah, Charles says he loves being cuddly with you right now too, Lisa, by the way. He's like, I love it. So, So let's see here. Kathy, any message from Gunnar? So what Gunnar is showing me is like a heart, and our hearts are like intertwined. It's like the connection with our hearts is always there. And I'm like, no matter like where else love tugs you, like in other directions with other presences, know that like our love is always pivotal, and our love is always like number one. And I want you to know that. So like if a new presence that was like my presence in a different kind of way like comes to your heart, to be open to that, because it'll just be like a different kind of presence, and it'll be one that I send your way. So just be open to that when the time is right, is what Gunnar is showing me. So there's that. And let's see here. And then Mary Ann, good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you on here, so good to connect with you. So Mary Ann says, anything around Shelly or Robbie that have passed? They're showing me they still zoom by you. They're showing me like this, and they're making me like hear the sound of traffic. Like you still hear me in your ears, like zoom, like the sound of like loud traffic is how you connect with us, like loud noises and just zoom, like travel. Like when you're traveling in your car, that's how you really connect with us, and our energy and our presence and our energy imprint. That's how you connect with it, is what I'm getting with that. So let's see here. And I think I already said that here. And then, okay, let's see here. And then Oh, and then Kathy says, I found out Abby doesn't like veggies. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't. She's like, you can save those for yourself. She's like, I like the sweeter type things and like the dippier type things. So I don't know if you've ever tried like Greek yogurt or anything like that with her. She's like, I can't have it just like by itself. She's like, what is this madness? So She's like, no. She's like, how would you like it? She's like, you like it like this? She's like, really? She's like, I don't think so. So, that's that from Miss Abby. Oh my goodness, she cracks me up, Miss Abby. So, so there is that. So let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna jump to the next comment. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Here, and then let's see here. And then, okay, so I'm gonna go to Annette after Linda here. So sorry, just have to like jump around here. And Linda says, let's see here. And Emmy, Jasper says, yes, I am. And to keep tuning into me is what Jasper says, Emmy. So Linda says, any messages from Bubby? He still has off and on litter box issues. Can you tell him I don't have the patience or energy to deal with it? So what he's showing me is that just imagine he's showing me that there was like he's showing me like 2 to 3. So I don't know if it was like 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. He's showing me like 2 to 3. So imagine the time when it's like you were doing it, like everything was like really good. There was that like little container of time, and it could be even like 2 or 3 days or whatever, something with like 2 or 3. Imagine that container, like a container like this, when it was really good, and hold your hands like this and just be like, okay, like I'm going to connect with that. I'm going to know that that's, you know, I'm going to tune into that. And so when I have those moments where I don't have the patience or the energy to deal with it, I'm just going to be like, okay, like I'm going to remember and, be like, I'm going to connect with that moment of like when he was doing good, and I'm going to connect with that and hold to that, because he says the less patience he has, the less patience you have, the more he like kicks up and does it more. So he says just to like help guide him and like kind of distract yourself and him when he's having that other thing, and like he's like, okay, let's like pay attention to this now instead of paying attention to like the litter box issues. And he says he's really like keyed into you too. And he's like, oh, okay, I just want to help. So he's like, show me other ways I can help you, because he says, he's like, oh, okay, well, there's something going on with you. So he's like, I feel like that's the way I help. So he says, show him there's other ways he can help by maybe like laying with you or doing other things, or bringing you like a toy that you can play with him or something like that. He says, let's think of like a little like distraction that we can bring forth that will help, is what he's saying, Linda. So hopefully that helps. Let's see here. And Kathy says, gonna keep trying new things. Abby says, keep trying. She's like, do. She's like making me think of like a rotary telephone, like do. Keep trying. You'll know when you find the right one. She says, she's like, keep trying. So let's see here. I just make sure I didn't miss anything. And let's see here. And you're so welcome, Marianne. You're so welcome. And then, oh, Kathy, I love that. You're talking about my squirrel thing, my squirrel analogy. You do you. Yes, you do you. Yes. I'm totally, that's like the part of my life. Like I've become now. It's like, you know what? Like people can like it or they don't like it. Then you know what? Then I'm not the right energy for them, because I'm not going to change for anybody. We have to be like who we are authentically. And it's cool because that amazing summit that I got to speak at yesterday, which was just like, like so amazing. It was all that like connection through that whole day of like being authentically us and, following our dreams and being us and who we are completely. And it was so, oh my gosh, it was awesome. I can't wait for her next one. I'm like, yes, this is so cool. So anyway, so there's that. And hey, Cindy, good to see you. And you're welcome, Marianne. And then, oh, Kathy, he says he was definitely one of your soulmates. He says, yes. And they can be our soulmates. I know my Luna, she was definitely my soulmate dog, and we were just so connected. So there's that. So there's that. Oh, and I know, Linda, that's not easy. Linda says, I have health issues and it makes much more work, and I have to lock him in the basement so he doesn't ruin my floor. So he says when you're so much love, Linda, because I know that's hard. He says when you're having those issues, just let him know and give him the reassurance that you are okay and that you're going to be okay. And that you need extra rest or whatever it is you need in that time to help you to kind of work through, give yourself that rest to kind of make yourself feel better. He says to remind him of that. And he says that will help. He says, remind him of that and that will help. So there is that. So hopefully that helps, Linda. So much love with you here. And then I'm going to go to Lacey and then Annette. And Lacey says anything from my dog Niner. So I believe that was the one that you were saying, had passed. So Niner is showing me a pot of gold. I'm still your gold coins. And he's making me think of gold coins. I'm still your gold coins, and your lucky gold coins in your mouth and in your heart. I bring you gold and luck is what I get with that. So I think that's the one that you were mentioning, Lacey, here that had passed. And then I'm going to go to Annette and then Bonnie. Annette says, Lily is getting anxious again with thunder and transition from me back to work. Will she be okay? Do I need to up her anxiety meds? And she says that she says that she will be okay. She says it's just that, and you're welcome, Lacey. It's that little adjustment like this. So it's she's starting to get better, and it's just going to take time to kind of even out and adjust and get acclimated again. She says, keep reminding me okay, this is a new routine for this is what it's going to be till X amount of time. And then I have a little bit of break again. Just let her know that. And she says more walks with my friend too. She's more walks with my friend. And she says yes to up the anxiety meds a little bit right now. She's up those a little bit, up those a little bit, up those a little bit. And that will help as well, she says. And she says just give her that little extra loves time when you come home too. And she says that will help as well, is what she says. So there's that. And then, hey, Janelle, good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you on here. So welcome. Good to see you. And thank you, Annette. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. So, yeah, I say for a first go around, I feel it was pretty cool. Given my talk yesterday, and it was just so cool. It was just so fun. So I loved it. I feel so blessed. So there's that. Oh, cool. Janelle says that Kathy D. Leone referred you. Yay! Awesome. Welcome. I love that. So any of you, just a little side note, any of you that have friends that have fur babies that they are looking for extra insight on or anything like that, definitely feel free to share about what I do, because truly word of mouth is so powerful with any small business and with what I do and all of that. So there's that. So, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah. So hopefully that helps Annette. So she's just breathe into it. She's yeah. Cause she's I just need extra calming stuff. And they do have Pet Acoustics, which is it's this company that has this calming music for pets that's really helpful. So there's that. So maybe something like that can help as well. Let's see here. And you're so welcome, Annette. Lacey says Niner cared for me so much. I suffer from epilepsy. Okay. She always made sure I was cared for. Oh, wow. Yeah. So I guess that she says, she's yeah. She's yeah. That's why I was showing the coins and doing little things that she surrounded you with that gold energy and that helps. She says you can still call on her presence. If you kind of feel one come on, she's just kind of hold your hand one above your breast and then one below your breast. And I know that sounds really weird, but she's showing me one above and one underneath, kind of right above your stomach, and then one right here on your chest. So if you get hold a hand in both of those places, like when you feel that coming on, and take some breaths. And she says that she's still there to help support you, and that she still helps you in those like times where it's like boom, boom. She says she still helps you, is what she says. So there's that. And sorry I jump around sometimes. Like if the information is coming through, I have to just like go with it, because otherwise if I don't go with it in the moment, then it's like shoo, then it just disappears. So that's kind of why I do that, just so you know. And I promise I'll get to you too, Janelle. So Bonnie says, also, can you tune in to Nicholas? We had to help him cross over at the end of June. He was young and had lymphoma. It was a really difficult loss. He says that he had like a great, he says, I had the best life with the best people. And he says he's still like the caretaker guardian over the other animals. And he says he could help you with Ruth too. So he says, call in my gentle presence to help with Ruth. And he says that he's just like brings love and light. And if you see like little like light frequencies and like, you know, shadows of light, he says that that's me and my presence and my energy, sharing my love is what he says. So there is that. And let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to jump to this question here really quick. And let's see here. Okay, so okay, so Kathy says, do you get anything from my Doberman I had when I was 18 named Taffy? She was amazing. Taffy says like she's still like she's showing me like a fly on the wall with you. She says, I'm still like Taffy. She says like that name for me was perfect. I'm still like Taffy, and I still like stick to the wall, and I help things get like unstuck. She says I help keep things unstuck, and I help keep things unstuck is what Taffy says. So there is that. And then all right. And hey, Kathy, good to see you. And then let's see here. Janelle says, let's see here. Anything coming through from my dog Laundry? Laundry says this, like zoom. I want to zoom more. Like Laundry is showing me like a ball and play, like zoom. I want to like zoom more, and I want to like have you like see how fast I go, like zoo, like I'm fast, like a train, like boom. I'm super fast is what Laundry says. So like I like to be fast, so let's do that. Like I'm like zoom, and I like to be zoom. Like that's just me, and I love that so much. Is what Laundry says. So there's that. And you are so welcome, Annette. Let's see. And you're so welcome, Kathy. Kathy says, we used to play leapfrog. Oh my goodness. I love that. So that makes sense, because I'm like, I always just say everything that comes to me, even if it sounds like really random and really weird, because it's those things that are usually like those connecting points for you. So that's why I always just, say that and share that. So there's that. And you're glad you could tune in. Let's see here. And all right. So Cindy says, does Coda have anything he wants to share? Coda says like things are like evening out, but we need to go on more walks and have more like that in sync time, because that's what helps us, is like that more walk, step. Those steps is what helps me and you. So we need to get more steps in and get more of our steps in, because that's what helps keep things in balance and help keeps things in sync is what I get there with that. So there is that. So let's see here. And then Lisa says, when he has a weird lump on his front paws, is he going to heal? Oh, you have a blessed evening too, Lacey. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'm just going to be obnoxious and share my link here again with you guys, just so you can have that, just in case any of you don't have that. I want to make sure you have it. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Technology is my friend. I know how to work this. Bum. And I'm going to share this again so you guys have this. So there's that. Bum. So there's that. Okay, so See here. Okay, Cindy says makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I figured it would make sense to you. And he's almost like showing me like one of those like stair climber things, but not a stair climber thing, but one of the ones that is kind of like skis where you go like this. He's like, yeah, she'll know. He's like, she'll know. He's like, my mom and I are in tune. So he's like, she'll know. So there's that. So, all right. So glad it makes sense. And let's see here. I feel like I missed something up here. Oh, well, Lisa. I was going to Lisa. So Lisa says, I can't tell if it's going to heal or not, or does he need to go to the vet? I can't tell if it bothers him or not. And he says it does bother me a little bit. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You too. He says it bothers me a little bit, but he says it's like bothering you too. So he's like, let's just get it checked out so then we know like what it is and they can feel it and look at it and look all around there. Cause he's like, it needs to be looked at around there. He's had me go like this with my hand. Like, let's look around there too. And then in the in-between area around there too, because like, he's like the source of irritation is in like, right in here somewhere. So let's look all around up and below and all around that area with the lump. So he says like when we can, let's go get it looked at by the vet to see. Cause he's like, it bothers me a little bit, but it bothers you too. So he's like, let's go and get that looked at to see what the vet says is going on with that. Cause he's like showing me, it kind of feels like even just like a little kind of itchy itch a little bit too. He's like a little itchy itch and it's like a little bit of pulley, like it feels a little pull is what he says. So there's that. So much love to Mr. Winnie with that, because oh my goodness. And he says, thanks for being so like diligent with him and really being like tuned into him and with his goings on, like is what he says, with his going ons is what he says. So there's that. Okay. And then I missed something here. Linda says, oh yeah. Linda says, I have health issues and it makes much more work. And I have to, I already answered that. I have to lock him in the basement so he doesn't ruin my floors. He says, just show him like how he can help with your health issues, because he says he thinks I'm helping with what I'm doing. So show me like how I can help is what he says. He says, show me how I can help is what your baby's saying there. Linda. So let's see here. But I think I already said that, but he's like, oh yeah. Just go ahead and repeat that again. So there's that. So, let's see if I have any other questions that come through. Wait here, let me get back here. All right. So, all right. Lisa says, oh, what a sweetie. I will find a vet around here. Yeah. And you can, like a cool thing I like to do too when I am looking for a new vet is I always like, hey, Amisha, good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you, friend. Is what I like to do is look online and look at their reviews too, because that can kind of help too. And then just look at their website and all of that stuff to kind of see that. But I feel like there's one that's going to be near you. And I see kind of like, and I know you're in Colorado, so you're going to be like, oh yeah, okay. As there might be like a logo that's like mountains. It's like a green logo and it has like white mountains is what I see. So if you see something like that, there's that. So good to see you too, Amisha. And then Lisa says, I was wondering if essential oils will help for his itching. He's like, I get that that's like maybe like, He's like, I don't know about that. He's like, I don't know how I feel about that. So you just have to check to make sure, of course, which I know you would, because I know you and I know you know a lot about essential oils, is you just have to make sure it was one that was like a pet safe, cat safe one. And then also too, you would want to make sure that you use a carrier oil with it too. So, because that's really important too, to make sure to use a carrier oil too. So there you go. Yeah, it's something with their like website or their logo or something, Lisa, that I was seeing with that. So there's that. So I don't know. So I just like say it as it comes. So there's that. So, and Lisa says, oh, wow, that is so helpful. Thank you. You are so welcome, Lisa. You are so welcome. Welcome. So, pop. Let's see what other questions come through. And look at that, I'm dancing. All right. So let's see here. Oh yeah, take a pic of the sign, Lisa. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, because now I'm like, I want to see it. Like I like to see like how it comes from my head into like, how it is out in the like quote unquote real world. If that's, I don't know how you say that. Yeah. So there's that. So let's see here. So Amisha, you want to know how Kona is feeling? What he says, like right now, he's like this. He's like, I'm tired right now. He's like, I'm tired. He's like, I just want to have like a nice, oh, well, and he's having me yawn. I'm like, thanks, Kona. He's like, you're welcome. He's like, I'm a little like tired, and I want to like have like some rest on like my my squishy bed. Like I want to have like a squishy bed, squishy bed, is what he's showing me. And then Callie says, bouncy. She's like, I'm bouncy is what Callie says. She's like, I want to go jump in some leaves and go jump in some like leaves and mud is what I want to do, is what Callie says. She's like, I want to do that. And then, oh, you're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. And then, let's see here. And Amisha says, do you think dogs can take on poor energy in the house with tumors? So definitely animals can definitely pick up on our energy and like energy like in the environment and all of that. So sometimes they do like take on different things. So what they're showing me is like Callie and Coda both are like, let's do like a energy clearing. It's like they're showing me like you're painting, but it's like doing an energy clearing with like painting, like boom, boom, boom. Like let's do that. Like let's clear it is what they're showing me. And they say that they want you to give yourself more rest for you, is what they're saying to me. So they're like, give yourself more rest for you. They say that that's super important for you to do. So there's that, like, take care of you. They're showing me like you like cuddled up with this like blue blanket is what they're showing me. So there's that. There's that. And you're welcome, Lisa. And then, Emmy says, website Manifested Harmony has a lot of info about pets and essential oils. Cool. I think that thank you is meant for Emmy. So yes. And I thank you too, Emmy. Says, I always love, resources, especially things that maybe I might not know about. So I love that. So thank you, Emmy. So I love that. And you're so welcome, Amisha. Let's see here. Okay. Cindy says, Coda has been itching a lot. I was thinking stress or outside allergies, but not sure how to help him. He says stress. He's like, the allergies, like I can, like outside allergies, like I can kick those off. He's like, that's fine. But then it's like the stress with that like amplifies that. So he's like really like walking and then doing some like stretching with my paws, like, having me like do some stretching and some walking it out, maybe even doing some massage and things like that around my paws, and all of that will be something that will be really, really helpful, is what I get with that. So it's no fun when they have itchies, right? It can be it's really hard when they have that, right? So yeah. So hopefully that helps there. Ooh, Amisha, I love that. I want to like learn how to get trained in that for dogs. So you said you're going to do cranial sacral with Kona next week. I'm excited to see how it goes. It's also something I'm interested in pursuing. We'll see. I love it. Do it, girl. I think do it. And what's cool is near you, there's, oh my gosh, I forget her name, but I think she's actually the one that is running the Rocky Mountain School of Animal Massage in Colorado. And she actually, does training there in cranial sacral therapy for like equine and dogs, and I think cats too. So I would that's super cool that yes, Tracy Vroom. Yes. Cause the school that I've studied, animal massage for, she's done some like classes there. So yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that's who's coming to your house. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Like I want to like meet her and like study with her for that, because that's something I've been interested in. But first I got to get my massage cart running, like, and do that part, and then work on that, because I think it's so fascinating. I love like all that energetic connection stuff. So that's amazing that she's coming to your house. That is so cool. And yes, 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 I could totally see you like adding that to your toolbox, Amisha. I think that is like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. And I've heard amazing good things about her. And Lola, who runs the school that I go to, is amazing. And like if Tracy wasn't an amazing person and a great instructor, I know Lola would not have her like teach cranial sacral therapy like through her school, like have like little like classes that she comes and does sometimes there. So yeah. So let's see here. Oh, you do that work with people, Amisha? That's awesome. And then you said, me too. I wanted to meet her before I decided to do the coursework. That's amazing. And you say, it's so good to hear. Maybe we could like take some classes together, because I don't know when she's coming back to the school that I'm usually go to, but I thought about like when I can enrolling in some through that Rocky Mountain School of Animal Massage for the cranial sacral therapy, because I'd like to do their program, and maybe I'll find out when the school I usually go to is doing that. So who knows? So there you go. Yes, it would be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, it should be cool to meet you in person too. One day. So see here. And hey, Bianca, good to see you. And then Emmy says, I love cranial sacral therapy. On me, it moves physical and mental energy. Yeah, it totally does. Like that stagnant, right? It helps to like move that flow. And it's like we are all energy, and we're made up of energy. So if we can help like move that flow, like how amazing is that? It's fabulous. I love it. And then Cindy, I love this. Cindy says, yes, I've noticed him stretching downward dog style. I will help him out. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, he says that helps like to do that, because it's to get that out like right here and right here. So there's that. So like move that energy is what he's saying there. So hopefully that helps your boy there, Cindy. Let's see here. So I got like so excited about the cranial sacral therapy talk. I'm like, okay. I'm like, there you go. There's another like drop from the universe, because I had a client this week. One of my clients, like she had done massage before, and I just keep getting all these hits like, come on, Shauna, get with the program with that. So there you go. So that's my that's like the am I going to heed that message? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. So there we go. Time to do it. So, right, no time like the present. And hey, Patty, good to see you. Hope all is well. So good to see you. And then, okay, Bianca, I'm going to go to your question. Thanks for your patience here. And Bianca is my friend in New Zealand, which how cool is that? New Zealand. I love it. So let's see here. So Bianca says, can you check in on Maya's health, please? Not sure what's upsetting her gut, but she's on probiotics, and now her third eye is showing. So what she's showing me is it's like stress. And if you could do like some massage like in my belly, she says that helps, and that like I need those probiotics to help things like flush out. She's like showing me like flush out, move through. So having those probiotics like really, really helps. And then my third eye, it's related to like something that I kind of like rubbed up against it. So it's like if you could get something to kind of like cleanse around there, that will help there is what she's showing me. And then you do some like energy work around here just to move that flow, move that energy out and up, out and up, out and up. To move that, I get that will that will really help help her. So much love to Miss Maya. So and she says she wants you to like for you to take some probiotics for you too, which I know sounds really crazy, but she's like, yeah. Why don't you take some probiotics too? Because she says that will help you too. So she's like, let's help our guts together. Is what she says. She's like, let's help our guts together. Let's do that. Is what she says. So there is that. So Dun, 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 dun. You guys are amazing. I can't believe it's already almost 8. It's like the time flies by connecting with you guys on Sunday night. So sorry here. Just had an itch on the side of my nose here. So let's see here. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Estrita, good to see you. I'm going to tell her I said hi too. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that you. Yeah, so Bianca connected me with her friend, which is awesome. So that's really what it's all about. Like, I love it when you guys share your experiences with what I do with other people you know. Like, to me, that just means so much, because really if people hear from somebody else, or maybe they watch my Facebook Live and like, hey, you know what? I wanted to connect with her more. Like, to me, I just love to be able to help people and their fur babies, and just to bring that clarity and that insight and that balance for everyone, right? The pets, the people, and all of that. There's just no like greater thing in the world than that to me. So yes. So, and hey, Sarah, good to see you. Let's see here. And let's see here. And so good to meet you yesterday too, Sarah. And then Bianca says, thank you. I'll try all of that. Yes, keep me posted. And then hi to Estrita too. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so glad you guys are both here. It's awesome. So let's see here. So Emmy says, do you know why guinea pig Flea is so angry? Is because this is going to sound really crazy, but like what Flea is showing me is there's like this kind of like grapey kind of like cranberry thing. So it's like a red grape like cranberry thing. It's like there's something that like I get that I eat that kind of like makes me all like, it makes me kind of like that, like it makes me kind of like that's what that does, is whatever that thing is that I'm eating that makes me all like kind of worked up and all of that. So there is that. So that's what I get there too. And I want to have more spaces where I can like kind of see open too, because I want like more out time where I can see open, because I don't like being blocked from things. So I want to like see things more, and I like to be able to see things more is what Flea is showing me too. And I know that's like a lot of information there. So, but that's what I get. That's what I get from that. So, bum, 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 bum. So hopefully that helps, Emmy. So look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what other questions and comments come through. Bum, 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 as I dance around. Bum, 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 bum. I love dancing. I don't know about you guys, but I think like dancing is amazing. So one thing I learned from one of the speakers yesterday that's really cool, and it makes so much sense, is like movement and music like together, right? It connects us to the moment, right? Which it really does, right? Music and movement really helps to like connect us to the moment, right? Like that makes so much sense to me, because it makes sense of like, sometimes I love to just like dance around and sing and all of that. And it really kind of helps me, or play my guitar and all of that. And it just helps me to kind of like get in the moment and just kind of be in the moment that I'm in with that, instead of like focusing on like, something that's like bringing me down or something like that. I use that as kind of like a re-shifting focus point, or even going for a walk in nature. Those are all things that definitely really help and are really powerful, right? So, and it really helps us to connect to ourselves, right? It really helps us to understand that. So yeah, so Emmy says, thank you. Hey, Denise, good to see you. Thank you. I didn't understand what you meant about a red thing she eats. She just showed me it's like a round little red thing. It's like it kind of like it triggers my inflammatory response and triggers my like more. So it's like a cranberry type thing. So it's like when I eat that more, sometimes that's when I become like more agitated. So whatever that like thing is like that's like that red thing is what she's showing me, Emmy. So there's that. So maybe it'll come to you later. I know like sometimes things don't always make sense in the moment. And then, it's like, oh yeah, then it comes to you later, right? So that might be one of those things. So there's that. So let me know if something comes up from that, Emmy, because now I'm like super curious. So there's that. So Denise, I hope you and Angel Kitty are doing well. It's good to see you. I think it's been a while since I've seen you on here. So I always love to connect with all of you. This is like my favorite thing, connecting with you guys all on Sunday nights. I love it. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yes. Yes, Emmy. Yes, yes, yes. That is it. Emmy says, thank you. Maybe a cherry tomato. Yes, yes, yes. That is it. Yes, yes, yes. It's too much of that. Was like, ooh, like for me is what I get, Emmy, with that guinea pig. So there's that. And then, yes, please do ask a question, Denise. Yes, yes, yes. You say, Angel and I are on the road. He's been such a good boy, such a trooper. And he says he's been such a trooper and such a good boy because you're helping to connect the dots with him and helping to like show him like, hey, this is like our connecting point here. We're going here, we're going there. Like, so you've been helping him like with that transition of your travel and all of that. And he says he's really he's really grateful for that you're really, really helping him with that. So he says that's what's helping. So there's that. So yeah, but ask your questions. So there's that. And then Emmy has hearts. Yeah, and Emmy, thanks for helping me piece that together because it's like sometimes it's kind of like that little puzzle because the way they show me things, sometimes it's not really like it's part of the way it is, but sometimes it's like about like piecing it together and finding the how it all like connects and goes together. So yeah. So thank you, Emmy, for helping me to like figure that out with that. So I'm gonna see what other questions come through here. So I know Denise said she had a question, so I'm just going to let her type that in. So I know she said she had a question here, so I don't want to miss that. So probably after that, I'm probably going to get ready here to wrap it up in a minute here. Oh, cool. Patty has a question. Cool. Okay, so Patty says, how's Dutton feeling about riding these days? Cooler weather is coming, feet itchy. So like I'm excited about the cooler weather. My feet like are a little bit itchy, and as long as you keep doing that like poo, that like that pow, like energy work with my feet and make sure they don't get like too like dry, so they have that right consistency, so they that perfect like temperature is what Dutton's showing me. He's like, I like my feet to be like the right temperature. He's like the right temperature, not hot, not cool, like Lukish warm. I like it like that. So whatever you can do to kind of give me that little, he's showing me like a little like gel kind of thing like this, like gel thing. Like, okay, you said his body's itchy. So he says with his feet too, like a gel kind of thing helps my feet too. And he says my body being itchy too. He says it's the same thing of like just moving that energy. He says start from his head and work it way back. Start from my head and work it back from my head, work it back on the side, and then work it on the front and in the middle. So left side, right side, and then down the middle, and then my feet is what he says. He says that's what will help that, and just to like move that energy out. Okay, cool. That's what he's showing me with that. So yeah, he has hoof boots on with pads. He says that helps. He's like, yay. He's like, ding, ding, ding. Finally, somebody gets it. Yay, yay, yay. So he's really happy that he has that. So he says, thank you for ensuring that he has that. He says that he's really, really, really grateful for that. So he says, thank you for taking such good care of me always. Thank you for taking such good care of me always, is what he says. So so there's that. That's my little song. There you go. He said he has ouchie after his trim, so I put it on. Yeah, he says it's helping to like, it's making me think of like people that put those like aloe socks on, right? You know, those aloe socks are supposed to like help like moisturize your feet or whatever it is they do. I think that's what they do. I don't know. So there's that. So dun, 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 dun. And he says thanks for being so in tune to him, because he's like, we're doing good. with like the writing and all of that. So he's like, you're really like in that flow and in that like like in that stream of flow with him. And he says that he's really happy with that. That's what he says. He says he's really, really happy with that. So there's that. So sorry about my yawn there. Oh my gosh, when it comes, it comes. So they say like what, when you yawn, that's like actually like not just necessarily being tired, but it's like a release too, right? You're like releasing energy. So there's that. So cool. Yes, you are in sync, Patty, and then makes sense. Thanks. You're welcome. Perfect. I'm glad it makes sense. I like that. So all right. So let's see here. Aha. Yes, Lisa. Lisa says, are you doing Animal of the Year reading soon? I loved mine for this year. Why, yes, Lisa, I am going to do Animal of the Year readings again. And I'm going to probably announce that probably about like a week before Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to do like a little pre-launch special. So probably maybe like between like the 15th and 20th of November, I'll probably announce that and get that rolling out. So yes. I loved doing them last year. Like it was so fun. So what came last year, it was like a Animal of the Year, there was a Color of the Year, and an Affirmation of the Year. And it was so much fun. And then there was like the voice recording with your personal message from the Animal of the Year. So I'm going to definitely do that same thing this year where I give people their Animal of the Year that's like tailored to them, that's like a voice recording. And then they're going to get like an Affirmation of the Year, a Color of the Year, and then the Affirmation, Color, Animal of the Year. And then they're going to get like a PDF where it's going to have like what the Color of the Year symbolizes. It's like a general one. And then the Animal of the Year, that's like a general one. And then I tie it all together with like a document that I make that has the Animal of the Year, Color of the Year, and Affirmation of the Year, so people can print that all out. And then they have the recording that they can download. So yeah, I had so much fun doing those last year. So I'm so excited to do those again because it's so much fun. So you said yours was spot on. Awesome. I love that. And then too, people want to give those as gifts too. Like that's a cool gift too. And then what I do is I just like email that to you, and then you get, and I put the person's name on it, and then you can forward it to them, or I could send it to them. So if you know anybody that like would want one for a gift for somebody. So there we go. So thank you for asking, Lisa. So, oh yes, Patty, we were talking about cranial sacral therapy earlier about somebody is going to have somebody come out and work with their dog with that. So that's what we're talking about. I want to get trained in that because I think cranial sacral therapy is amazing. So there is that. I'm all about that, like energetic flow and like being in tune with our bodies, right? Because why rush to pharmaceuticals and things like that when like our bodies are made to heal, and when we can work to heal our bodies, I think it's amazing. So there's that. So I don't know. I think it's better to like start that way if at all possible. So I'll go now. I'm going to go to Denise's question. So there we go. And hey, Ari, good to see you. So yes, I will answer your question too. So good to see you here. I'm glad you found me. I don't think I've ever seen you on here. So good to connect with you. And then Denise says, Angel Kitty, he's been having to ride in the cat stroller a lot when we're driving for safety. He doesn't mind for the most part, but he has to be in there for a few hours. Oh, Lisa invited you. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Lisa. He doesn't mind for the most part, but he has to be in there a few hours sometimes, and I don't think he likes it. Sometimes he wakes up howling when he falls asleep in it. I took him on the harness for the first time today. We've been on the road for 2 weeks. Oh, wow. Okay. Anything I need to know about anything I need to know about angels, needs, and any messages in general. Thank you. Let's see. You're so welcome. So let's see here. Let's get to the messages. So he says, like, make sure that he's like, just reassure me and remind me that the stroller is like locked into place, that it's not going to like move on me, and that like I'm stationary and stable in there. He's like, remind me of that. Cause he's like, sometimes when I wake up, he's like, oh, okay. Like, where am I again? So just remind him like, okay, you're in the stroller. You're going to be in there for a little bit. And then we're going to be in this other other place in like, what is it, like 3 hours, 5 hours, or whatever it is. So he is like tuned into that and reminded of that. He says that will be really helpful. And he says that he's so proud of you and him with the harness walk. He's like, we both did really, really good. So he's like, give yourself a pat on the back and yourself kudos too for that good harness work that you guys were able to do together. He says, thank you for that. And he says, just keep like really like reassuring him, because he says that's reassuring yourself and helping you to be confident that he's okay. So he's like, when you give him that extra reassurance and keep him in the loop with things, that helps you and that helps him. And that's really good. And he says he's really like excited about this travel. And he's like, thanks for making it good for me and for having me in your life and all of that. So, so there is that. So, dun, 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 dun. So let's see here. All right. So Ari says, Diddy says, is he getting enough exercise jumping up and down from the overhead bunk? He says yes, but he's like, you could like have him exercise with a toy, like from the front to the back to the front to the back. He says if you could have him exercise with a toy, like something you could have him get and he could bring back to you, and you could have fun with that. He says he would love that. He says that would help. And he's like, yes, let's like, thanks for making sure that I'm getting enough exercise and that you're getting enough exercise and all of that. So he says, thank you for that. All right. Ari says, yes. So Ari, I'm going to take your question here. Ari says, let's see here. I'd like to know why Colby the Wonder Kitty is so bitey lately. And Colby says, you're so welcome, Denise. So Colby says, because it's like, ooh, I like that he's showing me like fingers, like fingers. So he says he's showing me like a glove. He's showing me like, I want to like have more interactive play. He says, I want to have some more interactive play. So if we can have some more interactive play, that would really help me. So he's like, I'm being so bitey lately because I need more interactive play, more like hand movement and more interactive play. So if we could do that, that would help. And I want to like look outside more as well. Like I want to look outside more. And then if I could have more interactive play, that would help as well, is what Colby's saying is for that. And he says that he is the bestest boy ever. He's like, I'm the bestest boy ever. He says, I'm the bestest boy ever, and you're the best ever. And he just keeps showing me like boxing gloves. He's like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. So he says more of that, and then I'll be less bitey, because he's like, I'm going to be bitey if Colby wants to play. Colby wants to play, and if Colby doesn't get to play, then he's like, I am the bestest boy. But he's like, come on. He's like, let's do that. Because he says it helps you and it helps him. Like when you guys engage with that play and you have that play, he says it's good not just for me, but it's good for you. So like, let's do more of that, because he says it's good for all of us, is what he says. So there is that. So there's that. So, oh my goodness, I love all these questions. So let's see here. Patty says, we have two awesome teachers of craniosacral work, Tom and Yolanda Mays. Look them up. Come on down to Cali. Oh, cool. Okay, I've never heard of them before. I'm going to look them up. So thank you. Thank you, Patty. I love that. So let's see here. I feel like I missed something. Did I miss something? Nope, I think. Oh, Emmy says, please, Mom says he doesn't get any round red foods. He's like, no, like it's something that's like that it's something that's like he just keeps showing me it's like a reddish kind of maroony burgundy kind of color. Now he's like making me think of like a craisin or a cranberry or something like that. So he says just sit with that thing that is like that reddish maroonish kind of cranberry-ish color. He says there is that. So he says to just like sit with that. and he says to give him more of like a little like kind of seed mixture is what he says too. He says, give me more of a seed mixture too. And he says, do some of your magic with him too, Emmy. He says, if you could do some of your magic with me, that would help too, is what he's showing me there. Oh, and then I'm going to share this link with you guys. So those of you that don't have it, this is my link if people want to set up an appointment, all that other stuff on there as well. So I just like to share that, even though I know I shared this like multiple times in the live, which some people may think is obnoxious, but it's like, hey, I want to make sure you have it. So I'd rather make sure to share than not share, right? So let's share it up. Share it up. Bum, 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 bum. Share it up. Share it up. So there's that. And then Diane, good to see you, Diane. I hope all is well in your world. Good to see you. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, right. Great question, Patty. I love that. Patty says, grapes, cranberries, do kids sneak him food, right? Yeah, maybe it's somebody else that's like, sneaking him stuff or something like that. So who knows? So you never know. So love that. I love that all you guys like chime in. I love it because it's like it takes a village, like, right? We got to like work together and connect, and that's what it's all about, right? Because the more connection we have, the more empowered we are through our connection to each other and the planet and all of that. And it's like freaking inspiring and amazing. So there's that. So and Emmy says, I'll do a little work on Flea. That's awesome. Perfect. And I think now I'm going to like wrap it up for real because it's like 8:10 and I've been on here for like an hour and 10 minutes, which is crazy amazing. And it doesn't even seem like it's been an hour. It seems like it's been maybe like, I don't know, maybe like I've been on here for like 10 minutes or something, but like, what is time anyway, right? Time is just an illusion. Does time really exist? So there's that. So anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you for tuning in live and those of you that listen to the replay. And I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So feel free to share with your friends and tune in and all of that. So there's that. So, okay, cool. Emmy says, good suggestion. Grapes make sense. No kids. Okay, yeah. Patty says, at the vet ER clinic I worked at, we really had to do detective work sometimes, right? I bet, right? Because there's so much. It's like there's so many like moving pieces of the puzzle. I remember when I had to call the ER vet when I had my Luna, because she actually, I baked some chocolate chip cookies, and she was like a big yellow lab. Well, she was like average size. She was probably like about maybe like 60-ish pounds. And she ate like a whole dozen chocolate chip cookies that were on the counter. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, like number one, she ate my cookies that I really wanted to eat. I was like, I hope she enjoyed them. I'm sure she did. But then I was like really worried about like if something happened to her from eating those cookies, right? I was like, that's a dozen chocolate chip cookies. I'm not like an over chocolate chip putter in my chocolate chip cookies because I don't know. I don't follow the instructions of like, oh, you're supposed to add the whole bag or add this. I'm like, whatever. Recipes are meant to be like, followed to a certain degree and modified. So anyway, so she ate the whole dozen chocolate chip cookies. So I called the ER vet, and luckily they asked her weight and what kind of chocolate it was and all that. And luckily she like ended up being okay. It was like, oh my Lord. Thank goodness that was one vet bill I did not have to pay for her. But there are many other vet bills that I did have to pay for her because she had chronic ear infections. But that's what happens when you have a dog with big old floppy ears. So anyway, so thank goodness she was okay. And she got to enjoy some of my chocolate chip cookies. So, so there you go. I guess she thought that she'd help me to not like gorge on too many cookies, right? So maybe that was her little like afterthought, right? It was like, hey, you don't need all these cookies. Let me help you out. Let me share with you, right? So that was probably her thought. And actually that story of the chocolate chip cookies is in my book that I wrote about her that is called Soulmate Dog, My Journey Home with Light, Luna's Guiding Wisdom. So if you haven't read that, you can check that out. And that story is actually in one of the first chapters of my book. And you can get it on Amazon. You can get it through my website or some on barnesandnoble.com. And depending on where you're at, there are some local places that have it as well, or you can suggest that your local bookstore carry it as well if you'd like to do that. So there's that. And then, yes, Emmy says, check the chocolate toxicity meter. Yes, yes, yes. I think I did check that too. I don't remember. I was just like so frantic. I was like, oh my gosh, she ate chocolate. But anyway, so, right. I know, right? Emmy, me too. Now you want a chocolate chip cookie. I know, me too. Now I want a chocolate chip cookie. That sounds really good. So, and I don't really have any chocolate chip cookies right now, but I do have chocolate chips. So that's like my little like weakness is I always keep chocolate chips on hand, because if I want like chocolate, then I'll just go grab like maybe just like a few little morsels of chocolate chips. So then I have like something sweet, and then it satisfies my sweet tooth. And then I have like a big old package of chocolate chip cookies, because I live by myself. And let me tell you, if I have a package of chocolate chip cookies, it's like, oh yeah, there's one. And then it's like the next day. I mean, that's why I don't buy them anymore, because then it's like the next day. And all transparency, it's like, what the hell happened to my chocolate chip cookies? Oh yeah, I ate them all, right? So that's why I don't buy that stuff anymore, because then I'm going to eat it, because there's nobody there to tell me not to eat it. Well, maybe Cool Up Nugget and Mojo try to tell me like, hey, do you really need to eat that other cookie? Like, where's our treat? Like, why are you eating all that? You don't need that. So that's why I don't really do that anymore. And it has actually helped me to release weight by not having like all that sweetness around, because if it's here in my house, guess what? Like, I'm going to eat it, right? Because it's here. So I'm going to eat it, right? Like, hello, like I don't have like self-control with that. And then, you know, sometimes if I want something sweet now too, I'll go have like maybe like a sip of my water or something like that. So there's that. So I don't know where that story came from, but it just came. So I just figured I'd share. So there's that. I like to share. So there's that. So anyway, so thanks for amusing with me and still tuning in. I love it. I just love you all so much. So I'm just so grateful for all of you that tuned in live, all of you that listen to the replay. And I love connecting with you all. And I do this every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I'll look forward to connecting with you again. And definitely feel free to share with your friends. And I hope that you all have a fantastic week and a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening. Well, thank you, Emmy. I hope you have a great week too. So thank you so much. And I will see you next time around. Bye for now. Take care.